So unless you've been living up under a rock for the last couple days, you know that Kanye West released his new album, Jesus is King. So I listened to it a few times and I just wanted to give y'all my opinion on it. Disclaimer, this is my opinion solely, okay? I'm not speaking for all Christians. I'm not speaking for all black folk. I'm just speaking for me, Keisha. Church world seems to be a little split on it. Some people are like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it. Other folks is like, so let's back up a little bit. So Kanye has been doing his Sunday service for, I don't know, maybe a year now. And I have to admit, when I first heard about it, I was like, this is some cult stuff. Sorry, Kanye. But now that he's saying stuff like,
God has called me and I now have given my life to Jesus Christ and I work for God.
So I'm like, come again?
I've given my life to Jesus Christ and I work for God.
Don't tell me this man actually got saved. Whether he is or isn't, that's not for me to decide.
This is a free country. You should respect his wishes and call the man
a Christian. I feel like the church world is super skeptical about this one because there's been so many celebrities in the past who claim Christ, and then after that it was like, Jesus who? Kind of the whole fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Church folks tired of getting got. And I can't blame people for feeling that way, but that doesn't mean that Kanye's conversion isn't real. I will say this, after watching Kanye's interview with Big Boy, after watching the interview with his pastor, and after listening to his album, I think he might be for real. I'm just saying. When he talked about being canceled, I felt that. He was all,
I've been canceled. Right. I've been canceled before they had cancel culture. I was canceled before they had the term.
Do you care about any of that?
I do. I care about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who's been a Christian for more than 5 minutes probably know how it feels to be canceled. It's like as soon as you come out and say, I'm a Christian, you are now stupid, black card revoked, ignorant, closed-minded. List goes on. Did I say coon? Yeah, that one too. I literally saw a post today where somebody called him Kanye. Well, Kanye, I hate to break it to you, but you might as well get used to it because that kind of comes along with the territory of being in the whole Christian group. But thus far, you seem to be taking it in stride. So for that, I applaud you. Moving right along. This is a side note, but he said something in that interview and I was like, I've been saying that the whole time.
Rapping about things that could get you locked up and then saying you about prison reform. Like, it's, bro, we brainwashed out here, bro.
The hypocrisy. But that's a conversation for another day because I already know. Anywho, my favorite part of the interview was probably when he said,
the funny thing is people are like, man, this is going to be harmful for your career. I said,
did you worry about that?
Man, I fear and love God.
Mm-hmm.
When you remove the fear and love of God, you create the fear and love of everything else. You're talking to somebody right now that only fears God and Jesus has won the victory, bro.
This is going to be harmful to my career, but Jesus has won the victory. I was like, drop the mic and just walk away. Interview was over. But it wasn't over. I encourage y'all to go back and watch it if you haven't. It was funny to me, though, because I felt like Kanye was talking like somebody who's actually like been born again. Somebody who has actually gone through the salvation experience. And Big Boy is looking at him like, what is this man talking about? I don't get it. We know you don't get it, Big Boy. I don't think people understand just how difficult it can be for Christians to share their faith with non-believers, especially when said non-believers believe that they are believers. It's like anybody who says that they believe in Jesus Christ assumes that they are Christians, and that's just not true. There's a thing called true and false conversion, which I would love to do a video on in the future, but that's a topic again for another day. But in the case of Kanye West, I would have to say, I think we might be dealing with a true convert. I mean, when Jimmy Kimmel come out and ask you, are you a born-again Christian rapper? And you say,
I'm just a Christian everything. Everything.
I mean, what can I do with that? Don't worry, I'll wait. I can't do nothing with that, man. All I'm saying is listen to the man's album. I liked it. Okay, I liked it. I feel like people are like, man, church people so lame. They glad that Kanye West is a Christian. Who cares? He's a coon, right? Well, we care because do you know how big of a deal that is? Not from a popularity standpoint. Like, Kanye West ain't gonna make Christianity popular. The message of the gospel is not popular. That's why the church continued to get persecuted for it in early church history up until now. We are excited because that means that this man is not going to spend eternity in hell. The Bible says angels rejoice over one person when they come to Christ. So we should be rejoicing too. Somebody was lost and now they're found. The prodigal son, hello. But I digress. As far as the album goes, people are giving it a lot of mixed feedback. People like me love it. We like, hey, closed on Sunday. You my Chick-fil-A. Thank you, Kanye. And then there were others who felt like,
We got Kanye singing with some pretty bad vocals about how everyone has to bow down to Jesus and all this stuff. Like it just gets kind of redundant and tiring throughout this whole album. That song in particular, I didn't think that was very good. It's just a short little outro. But the thing with gospel music is it's most known for its uproarious, lavish, beautiful, uplifting production. Same thing with the vocals. They're supposed to lift you up and make you feel really good, even if you're not a fan of that music, really. But I didn't really get that here.
so he didn't like the vocals. But did he really just say he didn't like the album because it didn't make him feel good? Bruh, gospel music is not about you. Gospel music is not about us. Gospel music is about glorifying God. It's about the gospel. So let me get this straight. Kanye's supposed to make a gospel album and leave out the gospel and leave out Jesus. Gotcha. Well, if that's the kind of gospel album you want, go listen to Snoop Dogg. Whoops. Matter of fact, go listen to every gospel song on the radio right now. Yeah, I said it. We're living in a time where Christian artists, gospel artists, whatever you want to call them, feel like they have to remove themselves from a Christian label. Oh, well, I'm not a Christian artist. I'm just an artist who's a Christian. Man, come on, man. Look, I'm trying not to judge. I'm just saying. Kanye was like, I'm a Christian everything. I'm a Christian everything? I'm a Christian everything. And that's why memes like this one are hilarious because it's sad but true. No shade to Lecrae. I love Lecrae. I'm just saying. Let me go ahead and change the subject. I'll be honest and say this is not the best album I've heard. Christian, gospel, hip-hop, rap, secular, whatever. It ain't the best. But for me, it's not always about the music. It's more so about the message in the music. I stopped listening to secular music a few years back because I didn't feel like it was edifying to God and I didn't feel like it was edifying to me spiritually. Now, if y'all want to listen to secular music, I can't judge anybody. You live by your own convictions. But when an artist can literally spend the entire album saying Jesus, 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 like, again, what can I do with that? Not a doggone thing. Except put that thing on repeat. Yo, that track, God Is, don't even get me started. God is. He literally said, this ain't just about a religion. Like, this is my soul. This is eternity. This is my family. Like, Kanye, I know exactly how you feel. It's my soul too. God is. I think I said all I had to say on this one. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. I mean, this is America, right? But I would encourage you, if you haven't heard it, go check it out and pray for the man. You know, if he's really a Christian, which I hope he is, it sounds like he is, then he's going to need a lot of help and support. All right, be blessed. Love y'all. And feel free to share this video and comment below. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Miss Titus 2. I spelled it up top for y'all. Okay, I'm done. Holla.